You know, as they were reciting that passage, it brought back to mind something else in James 4, which we had just heard, and that is, you have not because you ask not, talking about asking of the Father, the Spirit. And a lot of times I think as Christians, we underestimate that. There are certain things that I believe God conditions on giving us based on us asking for them.
Right.
And I think we need to recognize the value of prayer. I think that's one of the most underrated disciplines in the Christian faith. I mean, think about it. Jesus often withdrew to the wilderness and prayed. He would sometimes go and pray all night, Scripture tells us. And so we need to remember the value. And I think prayer is the barometer to where we're at really spiritually as believers, because it demonstrates that we truly trust the Lord. You're speaking into the air to someone you can't see and touch and whose voice you can't hear. That's an exercise of faith. You're saying, Lord, I believe you hear and you'll move.
And God is not withholding from us because he's stingy or because he's manipulative, but because he knows how important it is, how healthy it is for us to recognize our dependence on him and to verbalize our dependence on him. And when we get into this, I don't need to pray, I got this covered. God says, no, we're just going to hold off a little bit till you remember how dependent you are on me, because that's going to be spiritually profitable for you.
And prayer is drawing ourselves to the Lord. When you throw an anchor out on a shore and you start pulling, you're not pulling yourself to the shore. You're the shore to yourself. You're pulling yourself to the shore.
That's right.
And we're drawing closer to the Lord and aligning ourselves with his will.
And when we draw near to him, he draws near to us.